Why, hello. It's March 20th, 2014, episode number 11 of Weekly Woodworking Wrap-Up Review. Today, I am drinking a Dragon's Milk. This is a bourbon barrel stout. I'm not a big fan of the bourbon barrels, but my lady is, and I like to get her drunk. I keep getting recommendations on this from all of you, so I'm going to drink this today. Not bad. Look at that. You like that? Yeah. It's the first day of spring here in Toledo, Ohio, United States of America. And that means a lot of you are going to get back to woodworking. I want to start this off by saying thank you to John Gilson from Wood Mugs and Gifts. He sent me this beautiful wood mug. He grabbed my logo off the website and put it on this mug. So beautiful. I'm not drinking out of it today because I haven't washed it yet. Thank you, John. That's beautiful. Check out woodmugsandgifts.com for more of his stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Somebody keeps sending me messages telling me to keep my beer away from my computer because I'm going to spill it. About 10 minutes ago, I just did that. Luckily, we're all good. I said a few bad words. Everything's fine. I'm fine. You're fine. We're all fine. What are you guys drinking? You guys drinking anything? Let's get started by me selling you stuff. I do have some t-shirts for sale on my website. Boom, look at that. That's black. It's got little gray specks in there. These are screen printed on American Apparel shirts. I got so many compliments saying how soft these shirts are. The reason they're so soft is because they are made by the best t-shirt company in America called American Apparel. Just really good stuff. This is the Tri-Blend. Head over to drunkenwoodworker.com/store. Pick up a t-shirt. I got a new toy. I got this, can you see that? This is the Hock Spokeshave kit. This is pretty cool. I don't own a Spokeshave, but I need one. And I was like, well, I can buy a nice one or I can make my own. And it comes with a piece of Bubinga. You check that out? You like that? Bubinga. All the hardware, although my brass screws, I don't know, can you see that? They're corroded. I ain't gonna complain though. It gives it a nice look to it. So you get all the parts, and it comes with a Hock blade. This is still wrapped, I haven't opened that up yet. But Hock makes some of the best blades. Check out the Hock Spokeshave kit. I'll put a link down below. We dived into some videos. That's what we're all here for, right? This first one comes from, again, Steve Ramsey. He's making a country spice rack out of pallet wood. This is a great little project. He is using milk paint, which I have never done. I need to do that someday. He paints it with milk paint and then wears it down with some sandpaper along the edges to give it a nice rustic look. So check that out, the country spice rack from Steve Ramsey of Woodworking for Mere Mortals. Hey, Steve. The Wood Whisperer released custom poker chip trays. This is beautiful. This was originally an article he wrote for Woodcraft magazine back in the day, and now he made this video, this free video for all you guys to check out. Some great techniques of, I like how the half rounds are cut out. He clamps together two pieces and then drills down the middle. Good technique. It seems so simple when you see it, but I don't know that I would actually think to do that while making these trays. So some good techniques there. Mark's a great teacher. Check it out. The custom poker trays by the Wood Whisperer. This next one is from Eric Lindberg. Eric is 15 years old and he's putting out a woodworking video every week. That is so super cool. This week's video is how to make an end grain cutting board. I believe it's part 1 of 2. If he's doing this at 15, just wait a few years when he's got some experience and some years under his woodworking belt and some video making. He is going to be somebody to look out for. I would subscribe to him now and hop on that bandwagon. Good job, Eric. Here's a soda to you, Eric. Soda. Carl Jacobson. He's a turner. He's probably one of the more well-known wood-turning coffee mug. I got one of these coffee mug kits for Christmas and I have yet to make it. And so this came out at a great time. I'll post a link where you can buy the kits down below. You do need some Forstner bits at the right size, some big ones. I did buy the Forstner bits that I need just for this kit. So I will be making mine soon as I catch up on some other projects around here. Check that out, Wood Turning Coffee Mug by Carl Jacobson. Check that out. Good job, Carl. Now, normally, I only show videos that came out within the last 7 days. This video actually came out, I think, in last November. Don't know how I missed this one, because this one is amazing. This one is from DEWALT Wooden Dildos. Yes, you heard me correct. Wooden dildos. These are beautiful. These are pieces of art. I just want to have some of these hanging around my house and just sitting out. If my mom comes over, I'm like, yeah, that's just art. If you're making wooden dildos, you want to make sure that it is super smooth. No rough edges. You don't want splintering. It takes a lot of sanding and a good non-toxic finish, I'm sure. This piece here in particular does have some rough edges. DEWALT Wooden Dildos. Let's just say that again. DEWALT Wooden Dildos. DEWALT Wooden Dildos. DEWALT Wooden Dildos. That is our videos. Let's get into some emails. There's a couple of them that I'm holding off until next week or the week after because I need to do a little bit of research. If you emailed me in the past couple of days and you thought it was a good question and I haven't answered it, it's because I might answer that next time around. What is your favorite thing you've made since you started woodworking and why? Mine is a recent airplane swing I made for my son. He loves it. Thanks, and keep up the excellent work you're doing with your channel. Scott. I think the favorite thing that I made before I lived with my special lady, for Christmas I made her a TV stand and bought her a TV. She had no idea that this is what she was going to get. It was for the bedroom. She didn't even know she wanted a TV in the bedroom until she got one. Here it is. This was 2 years ago. Christmas came up faster than I expected, and I didn't have time to make the doors, so I still got to make the doors. You know, it came out good. Yeah, I painted it black to match the other furniture in the bedroom. Actually, I styled it to the style of the other furniture in the bedroom. So the top has the same chamfer and thickness, and the sides and the detail molding is all the same as the other furniture in the bedroom. But I just ran out of time and could not finish the doors before Christmas, and now it's 2 years later, still haven't finished the damn doors. That's one of my favorite things that I made. I think a lot of us, our favorite pieces are probably pieces that we've give to loved ones. I can see the expression on their faces on how happy they are. Thank you, Scott, for asking. Scott. Next email. I am relatively new to power tools and have a question that's been bothering me for a while. In your shop tour, you showed your joiner and your planer. What's the difference between having two machines or a joiner planer machine both in one? Is the special planer machine more accurate? Thanks for your answer. Greetings from Slovenia. Jacob. The reason you want a joiner and a planer, because you will use the joiner to flatten out one face of your board. There's two beds on the joiner and they're coplanar to each other, and as you run the board across, it'll make a nice flat surface. You will then take that board and run it through the planer to plane the opposite side of that, and it will create a parallel cut along to your jointed face. If you skip the joiner process and just run both faces through the planer, what you put into it is what you're going to get out. If there's a slight bow to it, that you're still going to have the bow coming outside the planer because of the way the feed rollers are and the way it's set up. There's no in-feed and out-feed table and the way it grips it. So your board is going to go through there at a curve and come out still banana shaped. They do make machines that are that's a joiner and a planer. Usually how it works is it'll work as a joiner and you run your boards through the joiner and then it flips around, or there's some sort of like transformer GoBot type thing that flips around and then turns into the planer, and then you run your board through there. The advantages of having one of those is you can get like a 13-inch wide joiner where a lot of them are like 6 and 8 inches. The disadvantages is you have to change setup between the two. And so if you have a dedicated joiner, dedicated planer, you can just take your board from the joiner to the planer and without worrying about setup. I hope that answers your question. Thank you, Jacob from Slovenia. Next question. Topic suggestion. What type of finish do you choose most often and why? I stick with shellac. 3 coats, follow up with wax. It's easy to apply, foolproof for me, and the finish complements most pieces I do. Thanks for the great shows, Doug. When I need to finish something very quick, I will use shellac. I sell these for, it's a keyboard synth that people can order custom wood side panels for. And because sometimes I got to get these out the door real quick, I'll use shellac because it dries in an hour and I can move on to the next coat. Anything I'm using like an exotic wood or custom pieces or my boxes and stuff, I use a blend of boiled linseed oil, poly, and mineral spirits. And I made a video on how I use that and apply that to my boxes. That link will be down below, so check that out. So those are my two go-to finishes. Steve Ramsey just posted a video a couple days ago about his lacquer finish. He just uses the Deft spray lacquer for all his projects. And I've never used spray lacquer, but that seems like a very good way to quickly finish a project because it dries within an hour, maybe less or whatever. And because he's got to get his projects through very quick because he starts a new project every week. So he doesn't have time for my method of the boiled linseed oil and the polyurethane because that takes 4 days to do. His method takes a few hours. So check out Steve's video. That link will be down below as well. Thank you, Doug. This one's for you, Doug. Whoop. Email me more questions to david@drunkenwoodworker.com. Wrapping things up, we need to draw a name for the winner of the bottle opener. Last week, I asked you to send me an email, and if you emailed me a question or a comment or a concern, I put you in the random drawing to win the next wooden hand-plane bottle opener. All of those names are in a list. I got random.org showing up here, and so I will hit randomize. Here we go. And the winner is Scott Finlayson. I will email you shortly. This one's for you. Email me some more questions to david@drunkenwoodworker.com. If you want to help support the show, you can buy a t-shirt. If you don't want to buy a t-shirt, share this video. Sharing helps me get the word out. The more people I got watching my show, the more questions I get, the more fun this is for everybody. So please share my video. I appreciate it so much. I have a question for you guys. I'm going to get a new planer here, and I'm going to go with the DEWALT DW735X. I don't like my planer. I get a lot of snipe with it. If you don't know what snipe is, when you run a board through a planer, the way the grippers work is it'll scalp the front and the end of the board. I've tried all the tricks to try to get rid of snipe. I'm going to get this DEWALT one. I was thinking about getting the Shelix cutter head for it. Instead of having 2 or 3 blades, long blades on there, the Shelix cutter head has a bunch of tiny little blades. If you're familiar with it, you know what I'm talking about. So if you have the Shelix head, let me know if it's worth it. I know that you get a better cut with those cutter heads, but those cutter heads are crazy expensive. And I'm always sanding or scraping my pieces after they go through the planer anyway. I'm not sure if it's worth the $468 for the Shelix cutter head. That's my question to you. Is it worth all that money for those expensive cutter heads? If you're in the Toledo area, or if you want to drive to Toledo, I have a Delta lunchbox style planer that I'm going to be selling, probably pretty cheap, after my next handmade show, which is April 19th. I don't want to sell it before then, so after that, if you are in need of a planer, send me an email, and maybe we can work something out. So that just about wraps it up. You guys have a great week. Stay passionate. Make something.
To keep up with me, subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Facebook, Google+, Twitter, Pinterest, Tumblr, Instagram, and Etsy. And be sure to check out my website at drunkenwoodworker.com.